Tech and clips.
Yeah. Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. We're back with some more in my Coke. You know, she's performing this one, When You Believe. I believe Whitney Houston's song. Performing this with April Darby. Yes, I'm not so sure who she is. Maybe you guys can, shoot me a little bit of insight about who she is. But I'm super excited, for this one. Let's take a listen. Okay, that's Whitney Houston's song.
Anyone could hear in our hearts a hopeful song we barely understood.
Wow.
Now we are not afraid, although we know there's much to fear. We were moving mountains long, we barely knew we could.
Yeah.
There can be miracles when you believe. Though hope is frail,
Yeah, sounds good.
It's hard to keep. Who knows what miracles you can achieve?
Yeah.
When you believe, somehow you will.
Yeah, April. Yeah. Love how she came in. Yeah.
Hope seems like the summer bird too swiftly flown away. Yet now I'm standing here, my heart's so full I can't explain. Seeking faith and speaking words I never thought I'd say. There can be miracles when you believe. Though hope is frail, it's hard to keep.
Yeah.
Who knows what miracles you can achieve? When you believe, somehow you will. You will when you believe.
Wow. Okay, I'm loving the electric guitar in there.
They don't always happen when you ask. And it's easy to give in to your fears. But when you're blinded by
Yeah.
can see the way through the rain. A small but still resilient voice says love is every need.
Wow. Okay. Wow. I didn't expect that.
It's hard to keep. Who knows what miracles you can achieve when you believe. Somehow you will. You will when you believe.
Yeah. Wow. Oh. Yeah.
April Darby.
All right, guys. So that was Emma Coke with April Darby performing Whitney Houston's "When You Believe." Wow, this performance felt huge emotionally. I mean, from the very beginning, I must say. I mean, the moment Emma and April, started singing, I mean, I could instantly, feel that this wasn't just, another cover. It felt personal, it felt powerful, and honestly, kind of, magical. The atmosphere, the venue definitely gave everything this grand, cinematic, feeling that, pulled me in immediately. Um, Emma's voice, is just unbelievable, guys. I must say. I mean, there is this softness and vulnerability, in her tone that I feel like, makes every single lyric, feel real. But at the same time, she has these massive emotional peaks, where I feel like her voice, just sours. You can hear the emotion, in every single line, without without it, sounding forced, and then we have April Darby. I mean, she comes in, with this, stronger, fuller, sort of, energy, that I feel like balances everything out, perfectly. Their voices together, guys, that was just, beautiful chemistry. Neither one, was trying to overpower the other. It felt like, they were telling the same emotional story together. And honestly, guys, I must say, the lyrics, hit even harder, in this live setting. I mean, there can be miracles, when you believe. I mean, that line, is already a powerful message, but hearing it performed, with this much sincerity made it, feel inspiring instead of cheesy. Definitely gives you that goosebumps, sort of feeling, especially, if you are someone who's been, through difficult moments or needs a little hope. The production and instrumentation, I feel like were also really, really well done. The orchestra and the piano gave the performance this elegant, emotional build. Nothing felt overproduced or distracting. The music stayed just big enough, to support the vocals, while still letting the emotion, stay. Stay front and center. That is, I mean, you could feel the room, reacting to. That's always a sign a performance, is connecting. The most memorable moments for me, watching and listening to this performance, was definitely, when both of them, fully opened up, vocally towards the climax of the song. That harmony section, was insane, I must say. I mean, it felt uplifting, it felt emotional and powerful, all at once. Emma, especially has this ability, to make a huge note, still feel delicate and heartfelt, which is very, very rare. What really made this performance, stand out to me personally, as always, was authenticity. A lot of singers can technically sing a song like this, but not everyone, can make people feel it. Emma Coke, has, I feel like she has that gift where, you genuinely believe every single word, she sings. And April Darby, first time hearing her, I feel like she also added an extra emotional weight that, made the duet, feel complete. So, rewatch value, replay value, absolutely, 100%. This is one of those performances I feel like, you go back to, when you want to feel inspired, you want to feel emotional, or, just appreciate, incredible live vocals. I can see different audiences connecting to this in different ways too. Vocal lovers, I feel like I would appreciate the singing. Emotional listeners will connect, with the message, and even casual viewers, will probably, get chills, from the atmosphere alone. So for me, overall, this performance, was honestly beautiful. It was emotional, it was classy, powerful, and genuinely moving. It felt less like watching a performance and more like experiencing a moment, for me. This is easily 9.5 out of 10, for me. Definitely one of those performances that remind you why live music, can still, be so special. I loved it. Let me know, guys. Let me know what you think about this one down the comment section. If you want me to continue checking out more from Emma Coke, Let me know down in the comment section and shoot me some suggestions. I'll be so glad to hear and do just that. If you tune in, if you stuck with me to the end of the video, you're loved. Very much appreciated on here. And my name is Philip. And until the next video, you can take care, stay safe. Peace out.